Hey there, happy Friday. So I am going live today to share with you guys some of the things that you may not even think about when you're thinking about relocating to another state. I relocated to Tampa, Florida about a year ago. And there were some things that I missed, some things that I didn't even think about before I moved. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a few things that you may want to think about before you move. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Knifie Burks. I'm your Tampa Bay Area Realtor. I love all things real estate. I've loved real estate since I was about 10 years old, and I've been licensed for about 19 and a half years now. So on this channel, you'll find tips to help you buy, sell, invest, and relocate. So I'm here to help. So what I'm going to do is share my screen today. I want to share with you a checklist that I created. And this checklist is a checklist that I actually wish I would have had before I relocated, because there were a ton of things that I didn't even consider before I moved. Now, often when we move, we decide to look for things such as, of course, the crime rate. We look into things like the cost of living. We look into things like the cost of the homes, and if we're looking for a job, of course, we're looking into that, schools, and different things like that. But there are some things that we don't think about. So let me share with you my screen. I'm going to share with you the list that I have created, which is a full list of things. Well, not a full, because there may be some other things that you guys would love to know about an area. Go ahead and add those on. If you want access to this list, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link below, so you'll be able to see that in the so you'll be able to grab that list. But of course, like I said before, we have the crime rate, we have the average cost of homes, we have the weather. Of course, that's one main reason I moved here to Tampa. I originally lived in Chicago. We had negative wind chills there, negative, well, not negative temperatures in general in the wintertime. When I moved, the wind chill was, I believe, about negative 40 degrees. The actual temperature was negative 21 on the day I moved, and we just had a snowstorm. So weather is a big reason that people decide to move to Tampa or Florida in general. We also look at the crime rates and different things like that. But if you're looking to rent, of course, you're looking at the average cost of rentals. But here's a few things that people don't think about. And one is the insurance rates. Insurance rates are they're basically overlooked. They're in the space where, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen with you guys. One sec. I didn't share my screen with you, so I guess that would help. All right, there we go. So insurance rates are definitely, they're always overlooked. Not always, but in most cases. If you're thinking about, okay, I have a car, or I have two cars that I'm going to be bringing, check with your insurance company. Make sure see if your rates are going to increase, see if they're going to decrease. Also, you're buying a home. Check with your insurance company to see what that amount would be. If you're going in a specific price range, they can probably give you an average of what that would be, so that you can know, okay, well, my insurance is going to go up this month. It's going to go up by $100, or it's going to go down by $50. So this is some money, that extra money that I can take and put towards something else, or put towards my emergency savings or something like that. Also, another thing that people overlook is convenience to healthcare. So if you're in a place where your health is not at its best, looking at the proximity of hospitals is a great thing, because you don't want to be, of course, 20 minutes away from any hospital, especially if you're someone that has to go to appointments often, or if you're ill. Definitely check out the convenience to um, hospitals. And then proximity to airports, of course, if you have a ton of family that comes to visit, like I do, you probably should be close to an airport, because if you have to go pick someone up, you'll probably have to drive about 45 minutes in traffic to get your family or friends from the airport, or just pay for an Uber. But yeah, just make sure, if that's something that's going to be happening often, that you are close to an airport, or just put some money to the side for Uber um, for them in case you don't want to drive. Proximity to shopping and groceries. So, whatever grocery stores you are used to, if they are available to you in the area that you're moving to, I would definitely check out the location of those. From Chicago to Tampa, there's only like maybe two of the grocery stores that are still the same for me. Shopping is still the same. Of course, we still have the same major retail stores. But and I'm super close to the mall. I think I'm too close to the mall. But groceries are totally different here, the grocery stores. So I'm still, even after a year, I'm still getting used to the grocery stores that are here. We have Publix. We don't have that in Chicago. We have here Whole Foods. Of course, we have that in Chicago, but I never really shopped at Whole Foods. Um, a lot of people, we have groceries at Walmart, of course. I never really shopped at Walmart for groceries in Chicago. So I had to kind of change the way of shopping up a bit, because, of course, things are different here. So take a look at the shopping and the groceries. The restaurants. If you love to go out and have dinner like I do, you might want to think about the restaurants that are available to you in your area. Take a look when you're visiting, check out those restaurants in the area, have dinner, and see if it's something that you like. Of course, um, it's probably going to be different, and there may be some of the same restaurants that you're used to. So check those out. Wherever you're deciding to move, check out the local restaurants in that area. Of course, you're probably going to have to find new restaurants, and that's a good thing. I found a ton of um, great restaurants around here. I'm right outside of Tampa, so we have a restaurant called Jesse's Seafood, which I've fallen in love with. Um, so there's a ton of restaurants that you can find. Oh, and Bahama Breeze, of course. Love that place. And then there's some more. So definitely, if you need any information on restaurants, local information, just go ahead and reach out to me. And then another thing that you have to think about is your hair salons. If you're a person that loves to go and get your hair done, or you love to go and get your nails done, of course, there's a ton of nail shops everywhere. But the type of hair salons that you want may not be in that area that you're in. So go ahead, check those out. How I found my stylist was on Instagram. I'm a big Instagram person. And I was able to, because I'm able to see the images and the videos of what they're doing before I go. So definitely check those out. Coffee shops, if you're a person that loves local coffee shops as opposed to Starbucks. Of course, there's a Starbucks everywhere. But if you love local coffee shops, look into those. One big thing that you should think about is traffic. If you're moving to, say, I am outside of Tampa in Brandon, really close to Riverview. So if you're working in Tampa and you live in Riverview, there's going to be a ton of traffic. So if you're, just say, for example, if you're coming to Tampa for a company, you're working with a company, check with some of the people that work at that company and ask them how the traffic is and where they live, if you have access to talk to them in advance, because that'll be super helpful, because you may be coming here to be able to spend more time with your family and more time with your friends. But if you're sitting in traffic for an hour each day, going to work and then an hour coming back home, that's going to take a toll on you in the end. So I would definitely check that out. And then there's a few more things, but I am going to drop the link to this in the comments. So go ahead, click the link, grab this relocation checklist. Of course, you can check things off on the side as you've checked them out, and then the notes on the side. If you need a list of new construction homes or existing homes in the Tampa Bay area, then go ahead. I'm going to share those links below as well in a sec. And then my phone number is here as well, 813-413-5983. So go ahead and reach out to me if you have any questions. If you're looking to move to Tampa to make a fresh start like I did about a year ago. And this is honestly the best decision I've ever made. So I enjoy it here, and I hope to talk to you soon. All right. Talk to you later.